you shared with me that you can
Timing.
talk about the timing part,
Timing.
which is
Okay.
really
This is the exciting piece. This is really, really exciting because I think that had the biggest impact, especially for us intuitive, to know divine timing is really interesting. And actually, I'm sure a lot of you can relate. I know you and I, Katja, have talked about this. It's so much easier to have the clarity for other people than for ourselves. You know, we can really be very intuitive, and sometimes when it comes to us, it's a little more difficult. When you understand that there's a beautiful architecture in our world here, um, ancient times, before Greek time even, they they observed that we are influenced by the 7 creative planets, and these 7 creative planets impact 7 days of the week. How do we have 7 days of the week? I love the parallel between our skeleton, our body structure, and the tree of life. 7 days of the week. How many holes in our head? And there's actually a correlation when you get deep into that to the different parts of our face relates to different energy. I mean, it's pretty amazing. The days of the weeks, the energies are, it's in our hands, it's in our bodies. But really getting very practical here, understanding the days of the week. Each of the days of the week have an energy. When you understand that, it's easier to understand your clients, it's easier to understand yourself, and you can make choices on timing. So Sunday, I've got a slide that I can show you. Let me share screen again. Just 1 second here. The timing of the days of the week applies, there's a general sense. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So there are the planets. They're all lined up there and they have an influence on us. Monday is a day that, well, let's start with the Sunday. We'll work our way, or Sunday, Monday. These have them in the wrong order, but it's okay. Sunday, we'll start with Sunday because that's the day when the week starts. I want to move here 1 second. I'm sorry.
that's okay.
So Sunday is the day that is about putting our intentions out there into the world. So Sunday is such a powerful day to review and make plan for the week ahead and really feel into what the intentions are that you want to put out for that week. And then you move into Monday. Monday is the moon day. That's when you take the time to feel into the different things that you have lined up, what feels more aligned and not aligned. It's a great day for intuition. It's not a day where you want to have to make big decisions. Moon days are not the best days for decisions. And then we move to Tuesday, which is Mars, mardi in French, Mars energy. That's when you're going to have the energy to tackle the big rocks. And if you don't tackle the big rocks early on, we all know that the little rocks are a lot more fun to play with, but the big rocks end up overwhelming us. So that's a good day to take on your big rocks. And then you move to Wednesday, which is Mercury day. That's a day where the communication, you want to pay attention to your communication. Tuesday, you also want to be careful about your temper. Mars relates to temper. Mercury, good time for conversation. Thursday is Jupiter, that's expansion. It's also known as lucky. And then there's Friday, which is Venus, which is, I mean, Friday night, TGIF, right? It's a day to celebrate. And it's so important to celebrate the end of your week. It's so important to take time to celebrate. And Saturday is a day to recoup and rejuvenate and take that time to restore. And when you kind of have that flow, you understand that's the general when you're scheduling certain things to know which day to pick. But it gets more personal than that. It gets really, really down to the wire. There are many layers to this because the day that you're born begins to impact your personal week. And now that fits in with the overall week. That's where it gets really, really interesting. So attention on how you feel on the different days of the week and really honoring your energy for you, what feels right for you. And I know, Katja, you and I talk about timing all the time. It makes a difference, doesn't it? When you kind of put the timing of what you do aligned with that. For me, I'm a doer. I'm a get it done. I'm a workhorse, you know, and I had to learn it's not about working harder, but I got to do it now because everybody's saying I got to do it now. I got to launch. I got to get it done. And going out to sea with my sailboat, you know, my offer is my sailboat, and there's no wind, so I'm going to huff and puff to create the wind. I can be the wind. But once I understood what timing is aligned with me, when the wind is out for me, for my own timing, and I go to see when the wind is out there, I've got the universe supporting me, and it became so much easier, and it helped me cure procrastination.
Yeah.
Because doubt, we're never ready. It's never the right time, so we're just never quite sure. This is the time for me to be writing. I'm focusing on writing. This is the time for me to be doing this. I'm focusing on, you know, and integrating that made such a difference. So I'm excited to share a little bit of that with people and get
Beautiful.
into taking charge of your success. And the rhythm and timing, and the rhythm particularly, it's about becoming conscious, empowered owners of our life and our business so that we can navigate at a what I call a productive pace of grace that really is productive, but it's really honoring and kind to who we are, you know, by nature and our soul.
That's so beautiful. Thank you, Louise, for